Kinaklaro ko lang, hindi po tayo nagbibigay alay or handog sa Diyos ng mga edits. Yan po ay ang ating EC or Edits Collection na nabuo ng dahil sa tulong natin sa mga maliliit na negosyo na napuntahan natin sa mga biyahe ng makina. Ang huling edition natin sa Edits Collection ay bunga ng ride natin ng CF Moto 700 CLX. Welcome po sa Makina Moto Features. Any bike na over 400cc ay tinatawag kong HB or highway bike.
Rise and shine, we're gonna go way out with the CF Moto.
At kung may pagkakataon, lagi kong sinasabak sa BB or Bagyo Balikan ang HB.
Handa ka na ba? Kailangan kita pangalanan. I shall call you Claxy. Okay, Claxy? You shall go. Pero bagong lahat,
napakaganda sa kaluluwa ng rider ang pumiyahe ng ganito. Malayo sa bahay at sa mga pang-araw-araw na alala, kasama mo lang ang sarili mo, ang motor at ang daan. Habang magdamag kang hinahalik ng hangin. Di ko na mabilang kung ilang beses na ako nag-BB pero lagi akong nasasabik at di ako nagsasawa. This time, 700 CLX ang sakay natin.
thank you. Sarap motor. Very cold here in Baguio ngayon. Just a bit of history, 'di ba? Ang nangyari dito, in case that you didn't know, back in the day, mga 60s, may isang napakalaking Merlion sa Singapore. Tapos pinasabog ng mga terorista. So na-decapitate siya, natira ulo, 'di ba? Tapos parang I think a couple of years later, Singapore and Philippine relations, as a sign of goodwill, Singapore, pinadala nila yung decapitated lion dito sa Pilipinas. Syempre tinanggap natin. Silagyan natin sa Baguio. Kaya ayan yan. Konting kaalaman. Kuya, saan nabibili dito yung ashtray na korting edits? Ayun, bukas na sila, no? Tao po. Kayo pa yung nagtitinda? Patulit yung maliit, boss. So kuya, sino yung model nyo dito?
Direct Sigma to.
Yun yung model nyo?
Si Carrot Man.
Ang 700 CLX, I would say, ay isa sa mga personal kong inaabangan simula nung una ko itong nakita sa EICMA sa Milan, Italy. In fact, isa sa mga crowd drawers ng event ay yung 700 CLX. Maraming tao parati surrounding the bike. You have to see it in the flesh to understand why. Stand out talaga siya that year amongst the other releases.
At the CF Moto booth, ladies and gentlemen, we are at EICMA 2019 CLX 700. They have three types. This would be the Adventure, Sport, and the Classic. I'm telling you right now, I love this bike, how it looks. It is
Thank you very
impressive.
much.
And to this date, at 700cc, this is the most powerful CF Moto motorcycle. I'm gonna go straight to my favorite right now, and that is the Sport. I love it. Amongst the three, this is my favorite.
Ang makina nito ay isang bagong manufactured liquid-cooled 693cc parallel twin na may lakas na 73.7 HP na may 68 Nm of torque. Bosch EFI tayo, it is ride-by-wire, timbang ay 432 pounds. Magaang ang CLX in this regard. Isa sa mga nag-contribute sa gaang niya ay yung split frame and aluminum alloy swing arm. Mainam ang power-to-weight performance ng CLX. Relaxed riding position tayo with the handlebar bars, the 800mm seat height, and foot peg riding triangle. Suspension naman ay KYB 41mm USD front forks and a link-mounted KYB single rear shock. Adjustable, so pwede mo ilagay sa ideal setting mo based on your weight. Pwede mo itimpla ang preload, compression, and rebound. On paper, kaya daw mag-offroad ang CLX, pero unfortunately for this feature, hindi ko to nasubukan to test the claim. Meron tayong slipper clutch, LED lights. Yung headlight of the 700 CLX ay may self-adaptive assist system, which can be automatically turned on or off according to the ambient brightness. So malinaw ang ilaw natin in different riding conditions, like let's say tulad sa mga tunnel with obvious light contrast, mga ganon. Yung turn signals natin ay may auto-off as the direction is adjusted para focus lang tayo sa daan. One of my favorite things about the bike is cruise control. So sa mga long stretches tulad sa SETX, bawas pagod ka dahil no throttle pressure ka na sa right hand mo. Braking na CLX ay hindi pipitsugin. I-google nyo yung J1 braking system. Siga yan, high performance. May ABS tayo of course, and some interesting safety features as well, like limp mode. In case of a sensor failure, yung limp mode will take into effect to limit the engine speed, so yung rider pwede ka pa rin lumarga at a safe speed. Rollover sensor. Sa hindi inaasahang sitwasyon na maaksidente tayo or kung sumemplang, pagbagsak ng bike, mamamatay yung engine automatically. So that's a good thing.
Boss racing? Saan? Siyempre, racing.
Konsumo natin ng gasolina sa timbang kong 170 pounds during wall-wall mode ay 20.815 kpl.
So the CLX has basically two modes, Eco, Economy, and Sport. I'm in... putting it in Sport. So, sound-wise, you can definitely hear the difference. The Echo is a bit smoother sounding. I wouldn't use the word weak. It's just more refined. I think that's the word. So if you're talking about sport mode, where we're going to be at most of the time, there's just more brusco-ness about it. There's just more grunts. If they didn't put Echo and Sport there for the sake of having two modes, you can really feel the difference. Brilliant.
Cute. Okay, so let's take a look at the all-new CF Moto CLX. Kung pagmamasdan natin yung design niya, kakaiba po siya sa ibang mga CF Moto. Bakit ganon? The reason behind that is because hindi na po to Siska or Kiska? Siska. Yun yung design company ng CF Moto. That's the same design company ng KTM din. So, yung gumawa ng bike nito, it's an Italian designer. That's why it looks so different. Naalala ko to sa EICMA 2019, I think. Pinagkaguluhan yan. As in, ang daming tao naka-ikot dyan and a lot of people are asking questions because maganda siya tignan. Totally different. Okay, so what we have. Una-una, hingi ako ng paumanhin. Galing po tayong Baguio at marami tayong bugs. Hindi ko pa siya nalilinis. So just ignore that. Yung ating tires are Pirellis. So, okay siya. Size ng ating Pirellis ay 110/80/18 sa harap. Sa likod naman, mas makapal, as you can see. Dai, yung tsinelas ko. So, ang size naman natin sa likod, mas maliit yung diameter. We are at 17/55/180. Mas maliit, 17 sa likod, 18 sa harap, pero ang kapal naman sa likod. Tsinelas check. So, for a matter of perspective. Meron tayong inverted forks. Pretty good. And this price point and what it is offering dito sa mga switches niya, grips, and all of that, okay siya. Even the lever, so maganda. Hindi siya yung parang malalaking aluminum ng mga found in other bikes, diba? Maganda yung pagkagawa nito. Fall short is the side view mirror. I would change that to something more robust. Yung mga details din dito, okay. Hindi siya yung regular type. I mean, this is good quality as you can see. Good quality rin. Look at the detail here. See? I mean, pulido. Here as well, maayos. Hindi siya pipitsugin tignan. quality. Okay, so about the seat. Misleading siya eh. Kala mo makapal siya, di ba? Parang you have that much foam. Actually, if you look here, you'll see how this thing is wrapping around the tank. And that's pretty much all you get. Right? All the way to the side here. It's the same thickness as that. So manipis. Pagdating sa taas, mas may konting foam siya. Mas generous siya. Pero yung foam niya is still not as generous. I think mas may foam pa yung NK400 if I'm not mistaken, if my memory serves me right. So medyo plank yung dating nito. Also the pillion is gonna be stiff also. It's gonna be hard for the pillion. Now, in line with the suspension, yung suspension niya stiff talaga. So this tells me they designed this for really sporty riding, pang track, pang aggressive riding in the corners with a stiff suspension. So binagay nila na seat. Ngayon, itong seat na to, alam mo yan, di ba, yung parang sa simula, masarap sa puwet, di ba? Parang ang sarap-sarap sa puwet. Pero pag tumagal na, ang sakit-sakit na sa puwet. Alam mo yan? Alam ko yung iniisip niyo. That's not what I mean. Okay? Mature tayo dito sa Makina. We are mature people. What I'm saying is, pang touring, hindi na siya pang ganon. So, I wish they would come up with maybe a touring seat para mas comfortable, para talaga sa sobrang malayuan na ride. Apart from that, for short spurts and track day and stuff like that, okay siya. Looking at our gauge naman, dalawang buttons ang kailangan natin intindihin if you wish to select and adjust. So, select button, adjust button. You got your odometer and your trip meter, and you can also access the modes over here. So, as you can see, Eco sa taas, sa baba, Sport. So, tayo, the whole review natin na ginawa was in S mode. Kung gusto nyo Eco, lilipat siya sa kaliwa. Point, Eco mode na siya. And I'm telling you, there is a big difference between the two, Eco and Sport. So, I've been in Sports. Ito naman, yung kanyang cruise control, sobrang trip din. I mean, nasa highway ako, laking bagay na hindi ka nakaganong parate. Right? I mean, you can just relax here and you're just going, and it's okay siya. Ito yung pang-bright natin, as you can see. So, LED siya, LED. Likod ay also LED. LED. Looking at the rear ass here, ito yung one of my favorite parts of this. The whole design of the rear. Napaka-okay. Napakaganda. Looking at the side here naman, as you can see, ang ganda rin ginawa nila sa exhaust. Look at how it is almost clearing the rear tire. Going kachak. That's also brilliant. See? It's not that long, right? Galing nga eh. Maganda rin yung air intake niya dito. Incorporated within the frame here, as you can see. Brushed aluminum tong nasa gilid. Siya yung nagpa-bruise ko dyan. Decals on the fender, X. This design though, I wish would have not gone all the way around. I'm not sure why they decided to do it that way. It would have been better if it got cut here and dito naka-fasten yung fender. Parang yung ganito dito. Diba? Nasa gilid lang, hindi tumuloy. Okay rin yung ginawa nila sa headers na type ko yung ginawa nilang papunta dito, papunta doon. Punta dito, papunta doon. As opposed to diretsong ganun lang, diba? So may arte siya.
I wanna hold the hand inside you. I wanna take the breath that's true.
The power spread ng CLX has a clear improvement compared to the much-loved NK400 kung saan doon yung birit niya lalabas sa upper rev range. Mabait sa simula pero sa dulo, banat na. The CLX naman on the other hand, mas spread evenly ang puwersa.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
While the CLX can definitely take on long-distance rides, in terms of comfort, yung fun factor niya ay mas sa mga short-spirited quickies. And I feel this is because of how the suspension is tuned in relation to the seat. Of course, you can adjust accordingly kasi adjustable naman siya. Pang araw-araw, syempre, supremo yung mga small automatics. Pero this bike is not cumbersome to manipulate in awful traffic. Kayang-kaya. Nakakalakas din at nakakatanggal pagod pag pogi dala mo sa daan, di ba?
Okay sounds ah. Sounds ulit. Okay sounds mo boss ah. Okay, so in bad traffic, the CLX, ang haba ng ating handlebar, napaka-wide niya. I mean, look at it, nice and wide. So, ang dali niya mainubra, ang ganda ng leverage mo. Hindi mabigat at all. So, kung pang araw-araw din, sa displacement niya, I mean, feels like it's a small bike. Pero, ang dami niyang power sa size niya. CF Moto CLX, rear brakes first. Okay, interestingly enough, how the ABS works, you're gonna slow down, then it's gonna do a nice release, then slow down again. It's not like what. This is more like wow, something like that. Let's try it again. You can actually hear it. It's going fuck. So the usual is fuck. This is fuck. Okay, so that's the first time I've experienced ABS that behaves like that. So yung harap naman, if you're going like 20, 30, the ABS still is not working. Let's try to go up to about maybe 40. Okay, and then it started to work, the ABS. So below 40, medyo titigil na siya, walang skid, okay, maganda yung harap na brakes. So when you're talking about above 40 kph naman, at bigla kang promeno, doon papalo na yung ABS sa harap. Nice bike! Let's try yung dalawang brakes this time. So we're gonna go to maybe 50, 60 and do both brakes now. Wow! Yan ang stopping power mga boss. Okay. Lakas, mahusay. Oh man. CF Moto, good job with the brakes. Frankly speaking, one of the best I have tried. I mean, 50 kilometers per hour, preno, titigil ka talaga, no skid whatsoever. Yung likod ng ABS though, yung ganong klaseng bomba, ngayon pa lang ako nakaranas na ganon yung wah. But okay naman siya.
Sir,
Ingat ah.
salamat sir.
Ingat.
Ang hirap hanapan ng sala ang 700 CLX. Umall out na CF Moto dito. And this is clearly my favorite CF Moto at this point. The good, andyan na lahat eh. Sa halagang 369,800, makaka-highway ka, ang daming safety features, it looks good, at least in my opinion, it's got worldwide distribution, and CF Moto is a big company. Daming pera niyan. So after sales support, especially under Moto Strada, you're good. Walang perpektong motor, and for improvement, I'd say maybe a future update and refining the power band distribution would be good. Andun na eh, konting tono pa. Also, nakaka-excite yung ibang variants na lalabas based on this platform. And para sa akin, I think a true adventure CLX would be very interesting to see. In fact, if there is anything going against the CLX in making one consider not buying it, it probably would be the whole made in China issue. Honestly, nakakapagod ng rason na yun eh. Siguro kung hindi ito CF Moto, may intindihan ko pa. Umarive na yung kumpanya na yan, kumakalat na sa mundo, and it is arguably one of the best motorcycle brands to come out of China. Malalim na rin ang R&D nila, and it's just a matter of time before their own heritage is cemented in moto history. This is the 700 CLX, CF Moto's best bike to date. Ito po si Sir Sank for Makina Moto Features. Ciao!
Pwede bang mauli?